What do you mean by Tikshna Guna? How to understand Tikshna Guna in the context of Roga Nidana, along with current understanding? This is the topic of this particular video. Dear ANA community, press the like button and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that YouTube algorithms will be fetching with the right information at the right time for the right purpose. When we discuss about the Tikshna Guna, the textbook says Shodhane Tikshnaha. So the one which is responsible for the Shodhana effect in the body, so that is being termed as Tikshna. Himadri's commentary. Mandastad Viparyayah Tikshnaha. So the one which is opposite to the Manda Guna, that is considered to be Tikshna. Yasya Shodhane Shaktihi Satikshnaha. This is the expanded meaning of Shodhane Tikshnaha. Yasya Shodhane Shaktihi. The Tikshna Guna substances, they are responsible for the functioning of Shodhana in the body. So which is the expansion of the Himadri's commentary. Now, the main question arises, what actually Shodhana refers to? The term Shodhana, the Shodhanam Yat Kupitan Doshan Bahihi Nissarya Roga Upashamanam Karoti. The excessively vitiated dosha from the body. So, thereby the person is getting the relief from the disease. Such kind of the measures, therapeutic measures are termed as Shodhana. So, there may be the different examples wherein the vitiated kapha, they are going to be eliminated via oral cavity in the form of vamana or therapeutic MSS. And vitiated dosha, that is Pitta Dosha, is eliminated from virechana or purgation therapy. And the vitiated vata is eliminated via medicated basti or enema therapy. So that is considered to be the Shodhana. So elimination of the vitiated dosha, that is considered to be Bahu dosha, what we can say, that is termed as Shodhana. Now how to apply the principle of Shodhana in Roga Nidana? So in the sense, whenever the pathogens are entering into the body, so that is responsible for the inflammation. Thereby, so that is responsible for the pathological processes, the relevant to inflammation, that is being termed as the main effect of Tikshna Guna in the body. When you think about the mechanism of Tikshnata, suppose the person is going to consume either chili or gobi Manchurian, which is having the more amount of the spicy substances as such, so that will be responsible for the inflammation to happen in the alimentary canal. So, wherein the initial inflammation that will be happening in the stomach, because the food substances, spiciest substances, they are going to get stored in the stomach for a period of 2 hours or so. Whereas if the same substance is entering into the small intestine, that may be the inflammation to happen in the small intestine. And if the same will be entering into the large intestine, then inflammation may happen in the large intestine also. Whenever there is inflammation is happening in the stomach, so that will be responsible for the influx of the fluid from the intravascular compartment. So when there is influx of the fluid is happening from the intravascular compartment, so that will be leading to the dilution of hydrochloric acid, which in turn leads to poor conversion of epsinogen into pepsin. Thereby, the person will be having the poor conversion of macromolecules into micromolecules. This is the mechanism of Tikshnata that will be happening in the stomach. The same thing that can happen in the small intestine, large intestine also, wherein there will be influx will be happening from the capillaries of the small intestine, large intestine. Thereby, the poor conversion of macromolecules into micromolecules that may happen. So, when you think about the examples here, so this is what is considered to be the degree of the what do you say that the Tikshnata, milder Tikshna substance, more spicy substance. Suppose if the person is going to consume milder form of the Tikshna substance, so that will be leading to the inflammation to happen in the very small part of the gastric mucosa. Whereas if the person is going to consume large amount of the Tikshna substance, that will be responsible for the large amount of the gastric mucosal inflammation. Suppose if the person is going to consume the food substances very late, spicy substance, then we are going to expect the inflammation to happen in the upper part of the stomach as such. In that way, so pathological events that may take place depending upon the quantity of the substance, depending upon the severity of the spiciness in that particular substance, etc. That we are going to consider. Depending upon the timing of the food also, whether is it being taken too early or at the beginning of the food intake or at the end of the food intake. So that will be deciding the inflammation of the stomach or small intestine or large intestine. Suppose if the Tikshna substance, if a person is going to consume or inhale the spicy substance as for example chili powder, then we are going to expect the inflammation to happen in the upper respiratory passage. If it is more severe, then more severe inflammation to happen in the upper respiratory passage. Thereby the person may be having the clinical features of sneezing, running nose, etc. Suppose if the spicy substance will be entering into the eye, for example, chili powder enters into the eye, so that will be responsible for the localized or generalized redness of the eyes. Spicy substance enters into the skin, we are going to expect the itching and redness of the skin as such. Depending upon the severity of the Tikshnata, the person may have the localized itching, etc., or two, even generalized itching may be possible. This is in relation to the what do you say that so far we have discussed chili and its effects into the body. Now we are going into the certain other aspects which are considered to be, for example, if the couple are indulging in the sexual activity by these the condom as such as a contraceptive device, some of the occasions they are having the irritative nature. Those irritative natures, they are responsible for the inflammation to happen in the reproductive passages. Thereby the influx of the fluid will be taking place into the reproductive passages also. In that way, we are going to observe the mechanism of Tikshnata in the different parts of the body. To sum up, Shodhane Tikshnaha is the description given by Hemadri to have the discussion on Tikshnata. Yasya Shodhane Shaktihi Sa Tikshnaha. The one which is having the capacity to have the Shodhana, that is considered to be Tikshna. Shodhanam yat kuryat yat kupitan doshan bahirnissarya roga upashamanam karoti tad shodhanam. The one which is responsible for the elimination of the vitiated dosha from the body, thereby the person is getting the relief from the presenting complaint, that is considered to be shodhana. If the person is excessively exposed to this particular shodhana or this particular Tikshna Guna, this will be leading to the inflammation of the part which is being exposed by these Tikshna Guna substances. That may be depending upon the quantity of the what do you say that the food substance, or that may be depending upon the timing of the Tikshna Guna substances intake. Dear ANA community, that's all for today. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. What is the one video that you'd like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. That's what for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.